Hey there, y'all. I'm just real tired today, so sorry if I'm really quiet. Hello. Like I said, sorry if I'm real quiet today. Oh. So this poster's theme is really just ironic death. So don't mind the fact that this has a little bit of character death in it, but it's I am actually going to rename this to just because I like to keep everything organized nowadays. There we go. Wouldn't kill me to set the skin. He exists now. Not anymore. Alright, so for this poster, we're doing an ironic death for my character Lucien, who is a red spy. So basically, what's going to happen is his ironic death. Like, I've already gotten a vague idea for what I want for each of their deaths. So the ones we'll be covering today will hopefully be Lucien, Lawrence, and Jonathan. So we've got Lucien, my red spy, whose ironic death is backstabbed in some filthy place that he doesn't want to be. Lawrence is eaten by dingoes because he's my red sniper. And then for my Red Scout, it is drowned with lime paint. Fun, I know. I'm going to mess around with camera angles just a little bit. Don't mind me, this playlist has a lot of like really random songs in it. Oh, wait, no, I need him there. Okay. So he's kind of going to have him slung over his shoulder just a little bit, so... Don't mind if you can excuse his position. Looks like he's got some sort of like spy rocket launcher. Hmm. Okay, so if we do... Well, I mean... Mm. Oh. I'm gonna have to mess around with that coat just a little bit because I can't just have it floating there. And also, can we? This is gonna be a brilliant poster. No, it's what's the one I'm looking for? Oh, it's the green one. No. Oh, okay. Okay, well that's one way to do a shoulder. Oh yeah, that's a stunning shoulder you got there, bud. That's I my god. Actually, no, it wouldn't be curved and like that. It'd be more like... Okay, well now we can do the coat bit here. Front, thigh, thigh, back. Okay, well that's... Okay, yeah, that works just a little bit. Front, front, thigh, thigh. Where's the... Suit arm back, coat back. Is that one? Yes. Okay, there we go. I'll manually move the fingers in a minute, but yeah. Okay. How's that looking? Well, I mean, obviously you can't really see the other hand, but hold on a minute. When you're ready, come and get her. Na 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 na. Okay, so no, that's not the right one. Okay, well now I can probably start working on the fingers if I really want to get technical. Oh my god! Hold on. If I go into unknown, cannot be moved, other legs, arms, body, face. Okay, now it's just fingers that can be moved because that's what I want to focus on right now is the fingies. I feel like I can hear my brother playing. Yes, I can. Good enough. You can't even really see them, so they're not my major concern. Oh yeah, because that's how thumbs work. Hmm. Sure. We'll go with that. Okay. Sure. We'll go with that. Alrighty. So I've got that down. Now for the next part. Control F. Knife. Oh yeah, very specific. It'd be... Oh no. Knife. Weapons. Hey Rory, what, do you just use the stock knife on your spy? Just out of curiosity. You have a war paint of or some shit? Oh, you have a festivizer on yours. Oh, okay. That was unexpected. Um, Wanga voodoo knife. Oh my god. Okay, which one do you use most often? Just in general. Should I just go with the festive one then? Festive stock knife. Well, well, it can't be sparkle. That's the only exception because I'm not looking. Yeah, because I'm not looking for a bloody. Oh, I just pressed 50 different tabs I didn't need. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't want to go and look for a... Oh, you have to actually attach it to the knife yourself. Great. What was it called? It was called C knife. It's not what I'm looking for, thank. Okay. Anyway, I'm not gonna go and look for a Spicicle model skin for Thingo. Hey, look at that. It's almost perfect. Wait, that's not what I meant to... Okay, there we go. Still not what I meant to... Hold on. Because... and I don't mean to judge, but when you read your speech, it's tiring. Is enough. Okay, I'm just gonna have to go with a stock because I cannot deal with putting a festivizer on it right now. Because I have to, like, the festive thing is a whole different model. So, not today, Satan. Wait, where is this knife at? I just... I apparently, like, sent it over to the other base or something at this point. Okay. Boop. Upside down, move it up a bit, move it. Move. There we go, directly into his back. This is gonna be such a great poster. Okay. Like a kid, must be nothing. I go la la la. Directly on that stripe, just for giggles. Although, if I were to look up anatomy and go through like each spot in your back that could make like that could kill you instantly if you stabbed it, then I can guarantee you that that is not one of the spots. But point is, it's there now. So is there like a blood decal? No, not humans. Being props. That's... it's not quite what I'm looking for, but I'll keep that in mind at a... Actually, you know what, let's open it and see how well that works. Oh! It may actually be perfect! Look at that, it's perfect, guys. Perfect. I'm gonna do it. If I... Let's just... Wait, no, I don't want it to go all the way back to default. Okay, yeah, that was a... That was never an option. I'm just gonna delete it. Because that's not gonna work. I don't believe there's any blood decals. No. Yeah. Well, that's a massive pain. Oh well. My goodness, there is a lot of models that I have. Also. Oh, my friend is playing Paladins. Touch the sky. I swear one of these days I'm just gonna get copyrighted. Hmm. Well, I mean, now we can add cosmetics. Add Team Fortress item. Oh, what's it called? It's, oh yeah. Had to kill 4. Starships were meant to fly. Is that it? I don't think that's it. Oh, it is. So good, cats. And then I think the last one was... Oh, it is in my mobile uploads. Is he wearing the assassin's attire? Correct. One more time. Set skin to 1. Because if you don't set the skin to 1, then it's gonna look, well, not right, obviously. Because that tends to happen. Okay. So that's his cosmetics out of the way. Lucian, add Team Fortress item. He wears this, for starters. And then the other things I have to actually... No, not that. Alrighty. So, I have actually noticed that, well, I mean, I was one of these people at one point, so for future reference, for those people who do a lot of like add Team Fortress item, but say you can't find something, like you can't find the Frenchman's formals, yeah? You gotta import it as a model. Now there's this really neat website here. They have everything written down and what you gotta type in to find it as a model. So you gotta import it as a model, such as what I've done here. So obviously you can have the models over there. They've spawned in, right? But how do you get them onto your character without hours and hours of really annoying detail? Which is what I used to have to do. You used to have to manually pose it and move it to look like it's on. But I discovered that if you just... So you're dragging this, yeah? Drag it onto the item, which will lock it to the character. You click on the cosmetic or the model, and you just drag this slider labeled 0, and it just attaches. So now if I look at it, the grey bands are on, the Frenchman's formals are on, and I didn't have to manually, remotely add it myself per se. See? Fixed! Man, I wish I knew about that sooner, because for the longest time I had to import the Toowoomba tunic as its own model, and then I would have to manually drag it around and pose it as if it was its own model, which it technically was, but what I'm saying is I went through a lot of hours trying to pose it to Tunic because I didn't know this, which was a challenge and a half of its own. So now that I have that out of the way, look at this madness. This is why I don't ever plan on actually drawing. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Is there a better angle that I could do this from? Yes. I'm not funny. Hold on. If I did it from like a... Hold on, let's just... this angle or the last one though? Because I like both angles, but at the same time, this one's focused more on the background, whereas the last one was... Oh. Good enough. Whereas this one... more like that, but if I did like closer field of view. I'll figure that out. For now, I get to give him that deathly expression. The expression that he had when he died. Yeet! Oh yeah, that looks like death. Close enough anyway. Oh yeah, and can't forget to add my son's sharp dresser. Hook blade. Yeah, it's a sharp dresser. Yeah, it's off. Well, time to manually do it myself. Because, yeah, it doesn't always work per se. Sometimes you just gotta do it yourself. Which is a massive pain in the arse, but... you know, it happens. Lucian always has something sharp. Extremely sharp. Up his sleeve. At all times. It's not even optional anymore. For now. I may want to move his fingers so that they're not being sliced by a knife. Yeah, the gloves. The gloves make it a little bit harder for me to differentiate between each finger, which can be a pain sometimes, but I get there in the end. No matter where I go, I keep on running into you. Blink of an eye, feels like forever. Much better. Myself to cut ties. Gotta be able to see the sharp dresser. Originally, Lucien wasn't going to be able to use the sharp dresser just because originally I wasn't going to have him use the sharp dresser. But then a friend of mine was like going by the assumption that Lucien always had something cyanide laced up his sleeve, and so that's how we ended up with this beauty. So he does change his loadout fairly often. He's got about 3. I would go through them, but at the moment I'm just making posters, okay? Now then, here's the fun part. Despite the fact that I am not... I mean, I can't function today. Despite the fact that you can't see his face or expression, I'm going to change his expression anyway. I know you better than anyone. Gives him a really weird sort of satisfied look in a way. If I just give him a little bit more smile. There we go. Now he looks kind of satisfied with what he's done. But also, here's the fun part. Lucien... His arms are no longer really pointed down since I moved his spine again. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Oh, the sharp dresser! My feelings. Come on, down. Cross that way. Move it back. Wait, no, that's too much back. As you can see, this is the type of thing that I had to do with, like, the Toowoomba tunic. And this is bringing me agony, but, imagine having to move all the prop bones of an entire tunic. It was not fun. It was pure agony. Also, Victor, that elbow of yours is annoying me on so many levels. So we're just gonna have to move it just a little. Much better. I can probably export it now. I don't know, what do you guys think? Does it look alright? I reckon it looks pretty good, but still a little bit concerned about that camera angle. Ugh. Just because the camera angle is bothering me. Oh, there. I can't speech today. It's bothering me just a little bit because I'm not sure if the camera angle's good. I feel like I could move it just a little. Like, what if I just... And then... That is too low. Is that better? Oh yeah, by the way, everything looks different when you go from this to this. You can see how everything's kind of like grainy and stuff, and then you go here, and then it's all smooth and weird. It's... it's a little bit unsettling, but basically this is what the finished product is actually going to look like, and then this is just like the editing mode. So as you can see, there's a bit of a difference. Yeah, I think I'll be alright with that. Export movie. So you'd think that, you know, you'd think that you'd want to export it as a poster, but no? Also add .png just for giggles. You want to go into image sequence and then custom. Usually frames, you can do seconds, man. It depends on how many you want. If I just want the one frame, I just get the one frame. Done. Source Filmmaker has stopped responding. Thank you. Alrighty, now we can go to new. The main reason that I'm kind of avoiding doing Jonathan's death is mainly because... I don't know how I'm supposed to drown him in lime paint. So I'm still kind of working on that one. Okay, I'm thinking Bad Water. Bad Water would be a good map for that. I'm trying to think of a really dusty but open map, and that's my only problem with Bad Water. It's that it's not that open because I've got to import dingoes. Bad Water is probably gonna be my best bet. No sunlight and snowy. I just want a regular Bad Water, please. Also, I've got the Meet the Medic map, which is like a really heavily edited Bad Water, but... Okay, where am I? Last point, red spawn. That is the opposite of where I wanna... What? Okay, that is the opposite of where I wanna be. That's the great part about payload maps. So wake me up when it's all over. When I'm wiser and I'm older. Well, I mean, technically there's like... No. I mean, there's room up here where I could do it. Or I could just, go over here and do it. I could have the camera like over here. See, you could only really see that. Oh. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. Alrighty, well, time to move on to importing dingoes. We don't have any dingoes. We're gonna look for a dog. Hot dog. Okay, let's see. User mod, Half-Life 2. What if... What is this? Hold on a minute. What? Great. This is gonna be fun. SFM dingo model. So wake me up when it's all over. Oh, the outhouse door can't even open. When it's all over. When our eyes are and I'm older. No. um, animal models. Let's see if there's any dingoes. That'll be a no. What about dog? I'm already subscribed to this. Why don't I have it? I could sort of. No. Yes. No. Hmm. Hmm. I feel like this isn't even for SFM. Not gonna lie. Yep, that makes sense. I'm just dumb. Yeah, this is all for Gmod. Lovely. So, I have a whole bunch of Gmod stuff, but I don't have Gmod. Oh my goodness. And that stopped working, which is great. And what do you mean? It's not meant to happen. Let's just go with this. It would be nice if things actually loaded today. Rude. Oh, and now I'm hungry. I feel like my computer's about to blue screen and that's not fun. May have to end the live stream here then. Adios.